I'm having a little issue with the Johnson 150. I rebuilt this engine about 15, 18 years ago. I done a complete overhaul on it, and I'm telling you, it has been a good engine. Runs perfect. Here a few months ago, I started having some issues with it as I was going across the water wide open. It cut off like somebody turned the key, and then it started surging. So I cleaned the carburetors and checked the fuel, all the lines, all the things you know you're supposed to do. And it got worse. It got where it wouldn't hardly run at all. And I started looking. I hope the light's good enough, guys. I started looking up inside there and seen where the goo from the stator was running down on the motor. So I pulled the flywheel off, and sure enough, the stator was just melted. I said, well, that's the problem. Well, so I ordered a new stator from CDI because I couldn't find a BPR from OEM from Johnson Evinrude. So I went ahead and replaced the trigger also. And I have had nothing but trouble since I made these changes. I fired it up here last week, and it was running like crap. Well, I mean crap. And the water pump wasn't pumping. So I pulled the foot off and checked the water pump, and it needed replacing. So I replaced all of that. And I come back up yesterday evening and fired it up to see if that water pump was pumping. And it pumped for a second and stopped pumping. Now, guys, I don't know if you're familiar with this or not, but let me tell you what's going on. This motor was stopping, reversing, and running backwards. I've never had that happen before. So that was spinning the propeller backwards on the water pump. That's why it wasn't pumping. So once I get all this fixed, this issue I'm having, I'm going to have to go back down and check that impeller and make sure the fins are in the right direction, the counterclockwise direction, or clockwise direction. But here's another issue I got, guys. If you know anything about this, I'd appreciate any tips. I thought maybe I had a key sheared, but that's not the issue. I put a dial indicator in the number 1 cylinder. Got it on top dead center. It's perfect with my my little indicator. And I checked number 2 cylinder, and sure enough, it was top dead center with the markings on the flywheel for number 2. So all that's good. But here is the kicker. I put a timing light on it, on the number 1, spun it over, and this sucker is firing on the number 2 cylinder. I put my tester on the number 2 coil, and it's firing the number 1 cylinder. So that explains why this motor is trying to run backwards. And I'm sure all the other cylinders are messed up also. So any tips to that, what's going on with that? I'll tell you what, that's crazy. The only thing I could think was, well, maybe the stator, it has the wires here that come down to the coil pack on this side, and then it has the wires over here that comes down to this coil pack. I thought, well, maybe I could just swap the wires and put the one on this side over to the other side. I haven't done that yet. I was going to try to talk with CDI, but the deal is, it's like you can't get it wrong because this wire here is in a casing. So it's going to be interesting to figure this out. I will make a follow-up video, guys, and let you know what I found to be the issue, because I've been having a lot of trouble trying to figure all this mess out. I've rebuilt the fuel pump thinking, well, maybe it's the fuel pump. Carburetors are clean. I got the new trigger, the new stator. Compression's good on all the cylinders. It's all within 2 pounds. So, all right, guys, I will reach out and let you know what I found. And if you know anything that's going on here, let me know. Thanks.